Step into a world where your mind is the most fertile ground you will ever know. Imagine for a moment that every thought you nurture is a seed, and each seed holds the power to grow into something magnificent or to become a weed that chokes out your greatest dreams. Napoleon Hill, the master of success philosophy, taught that the power of thought is the very foundation of all achievement. Before you can truly elevate your mindset, you must first become the master gardener of your own thinking, tending to every idea with care and intention. Every remarkable accomplishment in history began as a single, fragile idea. The Wright brothers soared in their imaginations long before their plane ever left the ground. Thomas Edison saw the glow of the light bulb in his mind before it ever brightened a room. These visionaries knew that thoughts are not idle. They are the blueprints of destiny. Hill taught that what you dwell upon, you bring into being. Fill your mind with doubt, fear, and limitation, and you will harvest frustration. But choose thoughts of faith, courage, and possibility, and you set in motion the forces that lead to triumph. The first step in transforming your life is to become aware of the thoughts you entertain most often. Are they lifting you up or holding you back? Hill reminds us that you have the power to choose your thoughts, just as a gardener selects which seeds to plant. Begin each day by affirming your worth, your purpose, and your ability to achieve. When negative thoughts appear, do not let them take root. Replace them with images of victory, words of encouragement, and memories of past successes. Think of Helen Keller, born blind and deaf, yet she became a beacon of hope for millions. Her teacher, Anne Sullivan, helped her cultivate a mindset of possibility. Together, they proved that the mind, when properly directed, can overcome even the most daunting obstacles. Your rest life is living proof that your circumstances do not define you. Your thoughts do. Hill placed great emphasis on autosuggestion, the practice of repeating positive statements until they become beliefs. Write down your goals. Speak them aloud every morning and night. Visualize yourself achieving them. The more you impress these ideas upon your subconscious, the more they will shape your actions and attract the resources you need. Surround yourself with people who encourage your growth. The mastermind principle teaches that when you align your mind with others who share your vision, your power multiplies. Seek out mentors, friends, and colleagues who believe in your potential. Let their faith reinforce your own. Remember, the mind is both a workshop and a battlefield. You must guard it against the weeds of negativity and nurture it with the sunlight of hope. When setbacks come, and they will, use them as opportunities to strengthen your resolve. Ask yourself what you can learn from each experience. How can you use this moment to grow? So I ask you, are you the master of your thoughts or their servant? Will you plant seeds of greatness or let weeds of doubt take over your garden? The choice is yours. Level up your mindset by mastering your thoughts, and you will transform your life from the inside out. The journey begins with a single idea. Nurture it, believe in it, and watch as it blossoms into a life of purpose, achievement, and joy. Keep going until you win. For the mind that thinks in terms of victory is the mind that achieves it. Picture a mighty elephant, strong enough to uproot trees, yet held in place by a slender rope. From a young age, it was conditioned to believe escape was impossible, so it never tries. Many of us live our lives bound by invisible ropes, limiting beliefs that whisper you cannot, you are not enough, or this is just the way things are. Napoleon Hill taught that the greatest obstacles to success are not found in the world, but in the mind. To level up your mindset, you must first become aware of these self-Midas imposed barriers. Ask yourself what stories you tell yourself about your abilities, your worth, or your future? Are these stories rooted in truth or in fear and past disappointment? They'll believe that every belief is a choice, and that you have the power to choose new ones. Begin by challenging your assumptions. When you catch yourself thinking you could never do that, pause and ask, is that really true, or is it just a habit of thought? Seek evidence of your strengths and past victories. Remember times when you overcame doubt and achieved more than you imagined. Each success, no matter how small, is proof that your limits are not fixed. He'll emphasize the power of autosuggestion, repeating positive statements until they become beliefs. Write down the limiting beliefs you wish to break. Then create new affirmations that reflect your true potential. Say them aloud each day. I am capable. I am worthy. I am growing stronger every day. Over time, these new beliefs will take root, crowding out the old. Surround yourself with people who see your greatness, even when you cannot. The mastermind principle teaches that the support and perspective of others can help you see beyond your current limitations. Share your goals with those who uplift you, and let their faith reinforce your own. Remember, the only real limits are the ones you accept. When you challenge your beliefs, you challenge your destiny. The mind, once stretched by a new idea, never returns to its original shape. So I ask you, what ropes are holding you back? Will you accept them, or will you break free? Level up your mindset by breaking limiting beliefs, and you will discover a world of possibility waiting for you. The journey to your true potential begins the moment you decide to believe in yourself. Imagine waking each morning with the quiet conviction that good things are on their way. This is not wishful thinking, but the habit of positive expectation, a mindset that Napoleon Hill believed could transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. When you expect the best, you open your mind to opportunity, attract helpful people, and fuel the actions that led to achievement. Optimism is not a denial of reality, but a choice to focus on possibility. Hill taught that your dominant thoughts shape your experiences. If you anticipate failure, you unconsciously prepare for it, missing chances and shrinking from challenges. But when you expect success, you become alert to solutions, persistent in adversity, and magnetic to those who can help you. Consider the story of Henry Ford, who faced skepticism and setbacks at every turn. Yet, he maintained an unwavering belief that he would build a car for the masses. His positive expectation drew the right minds to his cause, inspired relentless innovation, and ultimately changed the world. Ford's story is a testament to the power of expecting the best, even when others doubt. To cultivate this habit, begin by monitoring your self-minus thought. When you catch yourself predicting disappointment, pause and ask, what if things go right? Visualize your goals as already achieved. Speak words of encouragement to yourself and others. Each time you choose optimism, you strengthen the mental muscles that support achievement. Surround yourself with people who uplift your spirit. The mastermind principle reminds us that the attitudes of those around us shape our own. Seek out friends, mentors, and colleagues who believe in possibility and encourage your dreams. Remember, positive expectation is a habit, not a one-minded dynamic. Practice it daily, especially when faced with setbacks. When you expect the best, you prepare your mind to recognize and seize opportunity. The world responds to those who believe in their own success. So I ask you, what do you expect from your future? Will you anticipate defeat, or will you look for the good in every situation? Level up your mindset by making optimism your habit, and watch as doors open, challenges shrink, and your achievements multiply. The journey to greatness begins with the expectation that you are destined for it. Imagine a seed planted in rich, fertile soil, basking in sunlight and nourished by gentle rain. It grows tall and strong, its roots deepened, its branches wide. But place that same seed in rocky, barren ground, and its growth is stunted, its potential unrealized. Napoleon Hill taught that your environment, your surroundings, your associations, your daily influences shapes your mindset as surely as soil shapes a seed. The people you spend time with, the conversations you engage in, the books you read, and the places you frequent all leave their mark on your thinking. They'll believe that if you wish to level up your mindset, you must become intentional about your environment. Are you surrounded by encouragement, ambition, and possibility, or by doubt, negativity, and limitation? Consider the story of Andrew Carnegie, who credited much of his success to the mastermind groups he formed. By gathering with like-minded, success-oriented individuals, he created an environment where ideas flourished and confidence grew. The energy of the group lifted each member higher than they could have risen alone. To create a success-friendly environment, start by auditing your influences. Who do you spend the most time with? Do they inspire you to grow, or do they hold you back? Seek out mentors, friends, and colleagues who believe in your dreams and challenge you to reach higher. Fill your space with books, art, and reminders of your goals. Make your home and workspace places of order, beauty, and inspiration. Hill emphasized the importance of the mastermind principle, surrounding yourself with those who share your vision and values. Meet regularly to exchange ideas, offer support, and celebrate progress. The collective energy of a positive group can help you weather storms and stay focused on your path. Remember, you are not a product of your environment. You are the architect of it. Choose your influences with care, and you will find your mindset growing stronger, your confidence rising, and your achievements multiplying. So I ask you, what kind of environment are you creating for yourself? Will you settle for rocky soil, or will you cultivate a garden of greatness? Level up your mindset by shaping your surroundings, and you will discover that success is not just a destination, but a way of life. Picture a fire burning in the heart of a cold night, its warmth pushing back the darkness. This is the power of desire, a force that Napoleon Hill called the starting point of all achievement. Without a burning desire for growth, even the most talented remain stagnant. But when you truly want to improve, that longing becomes the fuel that drives you to act, to persist, and to rise above every obstacle. Desire is more than a wish or a fleeting hope. It is a deep, persistent hunger for something better. Hill taught that those who succeed are those who transform their desires into definite goals, backed by unwavering determination. When you want something badly enough, you will find a way, no matter how many times you stumble or how steep the climb becomes. Consider the story of Wilma Rudolph, who was told as a child she would never walk again. Her desire to run was so strong that she endured years of painful therapy, setbacks, and doubt. That desire ignited her will to act, and she went on to become an Olympic champion. Her journey proves that adversity cannot extinguish a heart set on growth. To harness the power of the desire, begin by clarifying what you truly want. Write it down. See it in your mind's eye every day. Let it fill you with energy and purpose. When challenges arise, and they will, remind yourself why you started. Let your desire burn brighter than your fear. Surround yourself with those who support your ambitions. The mastermind principle teaches that shared desire multiplies strength. Share your dreams with people who encourage you to keep going, especially when the path is hard. Remember, desire is the spark that lights the fire of achievement. It is the voice that whispers, "Try again," when you are tempted to quit. So I ask you, How strong is your desire to grow? Will you let it fade, or will you fan it into a blaze that lights your way? Level up your mindset by nurturing a burning desire for improvement, and you will find that no adversity can stand in your way. The journey to greatness belongs to those who want it most. Imagine standing at a crossroads, the path ahead shrouded in uncertainty, your heart pounding with the weight of choice. In that moment, your destiny is shaped not by chance, but by the power of decision. Napoleon Hill taught that the ability to make firm decisions and commit to them is the hallmark of every great achiever. It is the force that transforms dreams into reality and turns hesitation into momentum. Indecision is the thief of opportunity. When you waver, you invite doubt, fear, and regret to take root in your mind. Don't believe that successful people are those who decide quickly and change their minds slowly, if at all. They do not wait for perfect conditions or absolute certainty. Instead, they trust their judgment, act with conviction, and adjust their course as needed. Consider the story of Abraham Lincoln, who faced countless setbacks and failures before becoming one of history's most revered leaders. Each time he stumbled, he made a conscious decision to rise again, to learn from his mistakes, and to press forward with unwavering resolve. His commitment to his vision gave him the strength to endure hardship and the courage to lead a nation through its darkest hour. To build mental strength, practice making decisions, large and small, with confidence. Start by clarifying your values and goals. When faced with a choice, gather the facts, consult your intuition, and then act. Do not allow yourself to be paralyzed by the fear of making a mistake. Every decision, even those that lead to setbacks, is a step forward on the path to mastery. Commitment is the glue that binds decision to achievement. Once you have chosen your course, dedicate yourself fully. He'll emphasize that persistence in the face of adversity is what separates the successful from the defeated. When obstacles arise, remind yourself why you started. Let your commitment fuel your determination to keep going, even when the journey is hard. Surround yourself with those who support your decisions and hold you accountable. Share your goals with trusted allies, and let their encouragement reinforce your resolve. Remember, every great accomplishment begins with a single, resolute decision. So I ask you, what choice will you make today? Will you drift with the current, or will you chart your own course? Level up your mindset by mastering the art of decision and commitment, and you will find that success is not a matter of luck, but of will. The journey to greatness belongs to those who decide to begin and refuse to quit. Imagine standing before a mirror, repeating words of strength and possibility until they echo in your mind and shape your reality. This is the practice of autosuggestion, a tool Napoleon Hill called the agency of control over your own destiny. By using repeated affirmations on intentional self-minded talk, you can reprogram your mind for confidence, resilience, and victory. Autosuggestion is more than idle repetition. It is the deliberate act of planting seeds of belief in the fertile soil of your subconscious. Hill taught that your mind accepts what you tell it most often, whether those messages are empowering or limiting. If you feed your mind with doubt, you will harvest hesitation. But if you nurture it with words of courage and success, you will reap a life of achievement. To master this principle, begin by crafting clear, positive affirmations that reflect your goals and values. Speak them aloud every morning and night, with emotion and conviction. For example, I am confident. I am persistent. I am worthy of success. Visualize yourself living these truths, feeling the emotions as if they are already real. You'll believe that the subconscious mind is always listening. The more you impress it with positive suggestions, the more it will guide your actions, decisions, and habits. When negative thoughts arise, counter them immediately with your affirmations. Over time, your mind will begin to accept these new beliefs as fact, and your behavior will follow. Surround yourself with reminders of your affirmations, notes on your mirror, recordings on your phone, or supportive friends who reinforce your positive self-minded talk. The mastermind principle applies here as well. Share your affirmations with those who believe in your growth, and let their encouragement amplify your own. Remember, mental mastery is not achieved overnight. It is the result of daily practice, patience, and persistence. So I ask you, what are you telling yourself each day? Are your words building you up or holding you back? Level up your mindset by mastering autosuggestion, and you will discover that the mind, once convinced, will lead you to victory. The journey to confidence and achievement begins with the words you choose to believe. Picture a traveler standing at the edge of a vast, uncharted land. The horizon stretches wide, filled with promise and mystery. Napoleon Hill taught that the key to crossing into new territory is specialized knowledge, the kind of learning that transforms dreams into reality and turns ordinary ambition into extraordinary achievement. General knowledge, Hill observed, is like a river that spreads wide but runs shallow. It may impress, but it rarely empowers. Specialized knowledge, on the other hand, is a deep well, focused, practical, and directly tied to your goals. It is the difference between wishing for success and preparing for it. Those who seek out new skills, who study their craft, who learn from the masters are the ones who rise above the crowd and seize opportunity when it appears. Consider the story of Thomas Edison, who surrounded himself with experts in every field. He knew that his own genius was not enough. He needed the insights and abilities of others to bring his inventions to life. By gathering specialized knowledge, Edison turned ideas into innovations that changed the world. Hill believed that anyone, regardless of background, could do the same by becoming a student of their chosen path. To level up your mindset, become relentless in your pursuit of learning. Read books that challenge your thinking. Take courses that stretch your abilities. Seek mentors who have walked the road you wish to travel. Each new skill you acquire, each insight you gain becomes a stepping stone to greater achievement. Do not wait for knowledge to come to you. Go after it with purpose. Ask questions. Reflect on your experiences and extract lessons from every success and setback. Hill taught that the world rewards those who are prepared, and preparation begins with learning what others overlook. Surround yourself with people who value growth. The mastermind principle reminds us that collective knowledge multiplies individual power. Share what you learn and be open to the wisdom of others. In this way, you create an environment where ideas flourish and possibilities expand. Remember, specialized knowledge is not a destination but a journey. The more you learn, the more you realize how much remains to be discovered. So I ask you, what new skill will you master? What knowledge will you seek to set yourself apart? Level up your mindset by becoming a lifelong learner. And you will find that every door you open leads to another, greater opportunity. The path to self-minded improvement is paved with the bricks of specialized knowledge. Start building today. Imagine a traveler setting out on a journey, map in hand, eager to discover new lands. The path to self-minded improvement is much the same. Each step forward is guided by the knowledge you acquire along the way. Napoleon Hill taught that specialized knowledge is the key that unlocks doors to opportunity, advancement, and personal transformation. General information is everywhere, but it is the pursuit of focused, practical knowledge that sets achievers apart. Hill believed that those who rise above the ordinary are those who seek out the skills, insights, and expertise most relevant to their goals. They do not wait for wisdom to find them. They go out and claim it, turning learning into a lifelong adventure. Consider the story of Thomas Edison, who, though he had little formal education, became one of history's greatest inventors. Edison's genius was not in knowing everything, but in knowing where to find the answers he needed. He surrounded himself with experts, read voraciously, and never stopped asking questions. His relentless quest for specialized knowledge led to breakthroughs that changed the world. To level up your mindset, become a student of your own success. Identify the skills and information that will move you closer to your dreams. Read books, take courses, seek mentors, and immerse yourself in environments where learning is celebrated. Hill emphasized the power of the mastermind principle, gathering with others who possess the knowledge you seek, and exchanging ideas that spark growth. Do not be discouraged by what you do not yet know. Every expert was once a beginner. The willingness to learn is itself a mark of greatness. When you invest in your own education, you expand your vision, boost your confidence, and prepare yourself to seize opportunities others overlook. Remember, specialized knowledge is not static. It must be applied. Put what you learn into action. Experiment, adapt, and refine your approach. Share your insights with others, and let their feedback sharpen your understanding. The more you use your knowledge, the more valuable it becomes. So I ask you, what new skills will you master? What knowledge will you pursue to elevate your thinking and open new doors? Level up your mindset by becoming a lifelong learner, and you will find that every lesson brings you closer to the life you desire. The journey to self-mindless improvement is paved with curiosity, courage, and the determination to never stop growing. Picture a world where every great achievement, every towering skyscraper, every life-changing invention began as a single spot in the mind of a dreamer. Imagination, Napoleon Hill declared, is the workshop of the soul, the engine that drives all progress and possibility. Without it, we remain bound by the limits of what is, never daring to reach for what could be. Creative visualization is not mere fantasy. It is the deliberate act of seeing with the mind's eye, of building vivid images of your goals and desires until they become so real that your subconscious begins to work toward their fulfillment. Hill taught that every advancement, whether in business, science, or personal growth, starts with a clear mental picture. When you imagine yourself succeeding, you activate the forces of faith, desire, and persistence that turn dreams into reality. Consider the story of the Wright brothers who gazed at the sky and saw not just birds, but the possibility of human flight. Their imagination fueled years of experimentation, setbacks, and ridicule. Yet, because they could see the invisible, they achieved the impossible. Their story reminds us that every solution to a problem, every leap forward, begins with a mind willing to envision a better way. To harness the power of imagination, set aside time each day to visualize your goals. Close your eyes and picture yourself overcoming obstacles, achieving your desires, and living the life you seek. Let your imagination roam beyond the boundaries of your current circumstances. Ask yourself, what if there were no limits? What new ideas could you try? What solutions have you not yet considered? Hill believed that innovative thinking is the bridge between dreams and achievement. When faced with a challenge, do not simply accept the first answer that comes to mind. Instead, use your imagination to generate alternatives, to see connections others miss, and to turn setbacks into stepping stones. The most successful people are those who refuse to be confined by tradition or fear. They dare to think differently. Surround yourself with those who encourage your creativity. The mastermind principle applies here as well. When you share your ideas with others, You multiply your own insight and discover new perspectives. Seek out environments that inspire innovation, places filled with art, music, and the energy of possibility. Remember, imagination is not a luxury reserved for artists or inventors. It is a tool available to all who wish to rise above the ordinary. So I ask you, how will you use your imagination today? Will you let it lie dormant, or will you ignite it to solve problems and reach new heights? Level up your mindset by making imagination your engine of progress, and you will find that the world bends to those who dare to dream. Imagine a mountain rising before you, its summit hidden by clouds, the path steep and uncertain. Many begin the climb, but only a few reach the top. What separates those who succeed from those who turn back? Napoleon Hill revealed the answer in a single word: persistence. It is the invisible force that multiplies your efforts, transforms setbacks into stepping stones, and ensures that you level up no matter the challenge. Every worthwhile achievement demands more than talent or luck. It requires the willingness to keep going when progress is slow, when obstacles appear, and when others lose faith. Though taught that persistence is not a trait you are born with, but a habit you build, one decision, one action, one day at a time. Consider the story of Thomas Edison, who failed thousands of times before perfecting the electric light. Each failure was not a defeat, but a lesson. Edison's relentless effort, his refusal to give up, turned what seemed impossible into reality. This journey reminds us that every setback contains the seed of a future victory, if only we persist. To develop persistence, begin by clarifying your purpose. Know what you want and why you want it. Desire is the fuel that keeps you moving forward when the road is hard. Know, believe that a burning desire, combined with faith and a definite plan, creates an unstoppable force. When you are tempted to quit, remind yourself of your vision. Let it pull you through the storms. Surround yourself with those who encourage your persistence. The mastermind principle teaches that the support of like-minded individuals multiplies your strength. Share your goals with people who believe in your potential and will not let you give up. Their encouragement will help you stay the course when your own resolve wavers. Practice autosuggestion. Repeat positive affirmations that reinforce your determination. Tell yourself, I am persistent. I overcome every obstacle. I finish what I start. Over time, these words will become beliefs, and your beliefs will shape your actions. When you encounter setbacks, do not see them as signs to stop, but as opportunities to grow. Analyze your failures, learn from them, and adjust your approach. You'll taught that every adversity carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. The key is to keep moving forward, no matter how small the steps. Remember, persistence is the multiplier of progress. Each effort compounds, building momentum until the breakthrough comes. So I ask you, will you stop at the first sign of difficulty, or will you press on until you reach your goal? Level up your mindset by making persistence your constant companion, and you will discover that success is not reserved for the lucky or the gifted, but for those who refuse to quit. The summit awaits those who keep climbing, one determined step at a time.